I want to share with you my gear list for my upcoming section hike on the AT. I'm going to be hiking the Georgia section starting June the 8th. We're hiking southbound starting at Deep Gap in North Carolina, hiking south to Springer and then on down the approach trail. And I have learned so much from watching gear videos, I thought I would add my own. So here we go. It starts with my 40-degree down sleeping bag. It is a Coleman Exponent, and it's done good for me so far. My pack is the ULA Circuit, and the only modification I've made is I have added a pouch that goes on the front in between the shoulder straps, and it sits right at my chest level, which is nice for snacks, and I put my phone and earbuds in there and trail maps. I'm not using a pack cover, but I have a contractor's trash bag, and that has kept everything dry so far. I have a Bias weight weenie hammock, and the suspension is in here. And then I have a Chinook tarp. The tarp is the only piece of gear that does not belong to me. I borrowed this from a friend because I haven't purchased one yet. So I have the tarp and the hammock. All together, my sleep system with the sleeping bag and with the tarp and with the hammock and thrown in my pack weighs about 7.5 pounds. So I feel pretty good there. My sleep system, my pack, just over 7 pounds, so that's pretty good. And then I have Black Diamond tri-fold trekking poles, and I like those. I've got the cheap Frog Togs rain jacket. I don't use the pants. Instead, I have taken a piece of 3mm plastic that I was using just to sit on, and I folded over, I should do a whole video on this, but I folded over an end and taped it and ran paracord through there, and now I have a plastic rain kilt. I've yet to try that, so we'll see if that works. For camp clothes, I have a pair of running shorts. I am bringing a knee brace just in case, not having a problem with my knees, but just in case hiking through Georgia, I have a knee problem. It's only 3.2 ounces, so I think it's definitely worth the wait. And then a nice cotton shirt for camp, and extra pair of smart wool socks. These are the PhD lightweight socks, and bandana and head net. Then I have the Sawyer Mini, and I learned this one from Stick over at Stick's blog, to take a water bottle and put your filter and syringe in there, and then I have used this cut off piece of bottle to scoop water out of the stream, and then I'm using this 1 liter platypus as my dirty bag, and then screw on the Sawyer Mini and filter my water that way. I am taking the larger Sawyer bag. This came with the original Sawyer Squeeze, not the Mini. It's a 64-ounce bag. I'm taking that because it hardly weighs anything, and if I want to take dirty water to camp to filter later, I will have that. And then I just have a 1 liter bottle where I've marked the half-liter mark, and then I have another half-liter bottle for clean water. I like having this half-liter for mixing up Crystal Light, things like that. But I can mix it in here because I've marked where the half-liter mark is. For toiletries, I got Body Glide, Gold Bond. I do carry a small mirror, chapstick, floss, face wipes because I have very oily skin, and then I have toothpaste tablets, thanks to my brother who is sharing. You just chew these up, it turns into toothpaste. And then I have the Z-Packs toothbrush. It's a half toothbrush, but it has the handle that connects to it. That was a gift from my mother-in-law, and that works great. More toiletries, hand sanitizer, sunscreen. These are the Coleman biodegradable wipes. I'm not using toilet paper, but using that instead. And then we have fire starter, matches, insect repellent with 100% DEET. Keep the mosquitoes off me. And then this is of course the only knife that I carry, the small Swiss Army knife. And I have put it on a lanyard, and I also have my mini Bic on the lanyard because the lighter is small, this is small, so when I'm at camp I like to put this around my neck so I'm not digging in my pocket for it. And this is just a lanyard that I got at some conference where I had a name badge, and that's worked really well. And then I have about 10 feet here of paracord with a carabiner, and I keep this on the outside of my pack, and tie this around a tree, and then I use this to hang my pack from, so I don't have to keep my pack on the ground and bend over to get into it. I've used that on a couple of trips, and I like that a lot. This is my first aid kit, all the typical stuff, ibuprofen, the blues are ibuprofen PM, and band-aids, gauze, antibiotic cream, Pepto, there's needle and thread in there, and also some yellow zip ties. And I just keep that in a Ziploc bag with some painter's tape, and that is my 2-ounce first aid kit. Extra paracord, a luxury item, deck of cards, paper, and a pencil. Hopefully guys I'm hiking with will want to play pitch, and I will be prepared. Then on to electronics. The headlamp I use is the Rayovac Indestructible. It's 100 lumens. I got it at Home Depot for $13. It's far cheaper than the others and weighs just about the same. Then I have an iTorch from New Trent charger for my iPhone, and this will charge my phone 2 full times, and then I can get about 20% the 3rd time. And so I have the charger for it. Then I have a wall charger that has 2 plugs, so I can be charging 2 things at the same time. When I am going to charge my electronics, I can charge my backup charger and my iPhone at the same time. Then I have the iPhone cable. Then I also have an iPod Shuffle. Not pictured here is my phone that I'm using to shoot this video. Also earbuds, cheap digital watch that I'll be wearing. It's part of the electronics there. And then the stick pick, and I've done some other videos of some trips that I've done, and love the stick pick. That's worked great. This is my wallet, and it has cash, my ID, debit card, and an insurance card in there. I have some extra gallon Ziploc bags for trash. I got the pages from the AWOL guide that I need for trail map, so I know where I'm going and know how far I am to the next shelter and all that. I'm not going to show all of the clothes I'm wearing, but these are the shoes I'll be hiking in. These are ASIC Scram trail runners, and I use them because I got them on sale, and I do have the Super Feet greens. Can't see that, get in the light. Got the Super Feet greens in them, and this year so far I've hiked about 50 miles in these with the Super Feet. I've had no problems with my feet, no blisters. It's been good. Then I have the Outdoor Research 15-liter bag. This is my food bag. It has 5 days of food in it. Then last but not least is my cook kit. And I have the Z-Packs pack towel. I use that as a lid, and that does hold everything in it. It will not fall out. And I have a piece of elastic around there. And let me show you the inside of it. My pot is the 32-ounce Coleman Solo Max, and this comes as a 4-piece set. It has 2 lids, 2 pots, a 20-ounce pot, 32-ounce pot. I use the 32-ounce pot, And then I have a bowl that I made out of a mayonnaise jar, and it has marked the top of these two. There's 1 cup and then 2 cups. Let's set that down in there. And then I have windscreen with paper clip. I have the lid. I won't put all that together. My stove is an alcohol stove. I didn't show my pack, but I'll be using heat as a fuel source. But this is an alcohol stove that is made from bottlestoves.com, and I've made a few that have not worked as good as this one. I've used it 6 or 7 times, and it works great. You can boil water with about 1.5 ounces of fuel. Sometimes 1 ounce can get me a boil, but it's been a good stove. And then I do have a measuring cup, so I can measure exactly my fuel, and then a little scrubber. I have my mini Bic, but I also like lighters. It's hard to stick the lighter down when I'm using the stove. It's hard to get the lighter down and not light the fuel, so my pack matches. That makes that easy. I have 2 MSR fold-out utensils here, 1 spoon and 1 knife. I have biodegradable camp soap to get clean and do be clean, and I have a bottle of olive oil to add to pasta meals, and then I have multivitamins for the morning and fiber supplements to take at night, and that is my entire cook set. My entire base weight without food and water is just under 14 pounds, and I feel pretty good about that. If you have any questions, just leave a comment below.